Hello and welcome to Area Model Products and Sums. What we're looking at here is that we know if we have a rectangle, if we build a rectangle with tiles, there are really two different ways that we can figure out the area or express the area. One way is as a product of length times width. We can go length times width, and that'll give us the area on the inside of a rectangle. Or the other way is that you could take the sum of all the individual areas and just go this one plus this plus this plus this plus this plus plus and add up all the areas of the part that's inside, and that would also give us the area. So we want to look at representing the area in two different ways. So let's think about this one. My length, this side, or actually my width here, this side, this part is x and this part is 1. So together they make x plus 1. Here, along the bottom, this part is x, this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. So that makes a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This makes a total of x plus 6. So if I wanted to write this as a, let's see here, we'll do sum this way, we'll do product this way. As a product, we know if we take length times width, x plus 1, times x plus 6, that would give us the area. And that's going to be equivalent to if I were to take all of these and say I've got 1x squared, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x's, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plain numbers. So this is the area, because that's all of these together. This is the area, because that's length times width. So area has to equal area, so these two expressions must be the same, because they're both representing the area. Now, I want to show you what an area model is. And an area model basically enables us to represent this without physically using all the tiles. But let me show you. If I were to take my thing here and make it into some sections. Let's say I said, here's a section here and here. I've made 4 sections. So here, the area inside this section is x. The area inside this section is x squared. Inside this bottom section, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's. And here in the top, I've got 6 1's. I've got 4 different sections. Those are the areas of each of those. Now let's find, okay, then down here, the area of this section would be x. The area of this section is 6. The area of this section is also x, and this top is 1. That's what this picture is showing. If you look, see if you can connect how this makes sense. If we don't draw all the individual tiles, but we just put the 4 sections, this has a width of 1, and this is x. When you multiply x and 1, we get x. X and x makes x squared. X and 6 makes 6x. 6 and 1 makes 6. So this is what's called an area model. We're going to move towards making area models so we don't have to mess with all the individual tiles. We show you another example here. Okay? Write the area of this rectangle as a product and as a sum. So I'll do sum first. Sum's usually easier. I've got 2 of these x squareds. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. And I've got 2 1's. So that's the area if I write it as a sum of the parts on the inside. As a product, I'm looking at length times width. This is x, this is 1 and 1, so the total is x plus 2. And over here, we've got x and 1. Oops. So this is a total here of 2 x's plus a 1. Okay? Now let's see if we can make an area model from this. Okay? If I do my sections, and it doesn't really matter where you put your sections, I just like to group things that are similar, but yeah, I'll do this for sections. Let's do it this way. So that gives me on the inside here, actually let me do the outside. Here's 2 x's, and here's a 1. Here's 1x, and this was 2. So now we should be able to multiply these as 2x squared, and see that's my 2x squareds. This is multiplying here 4 x's, yeah. And here's 2 1's. 2 times 1 is 1, or is 2. and x times 1 leaves x. This is the area model that we're looking for. Okay, one more. You try it. Try this one. Pause the video. See if you can do it, however long it takes, and then restart and watch my explanation to see if you're right. And restart the video. Here we go. All right. Good job. Let's see. We've got, if I make this as a sum, I've got 2x squareds. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x. Just the same thing. And I've got 2. Is this the same problem? No, it's just a little bit configured differently. Okay. So then this is going to be x, and this is going to be 1 and 1, so this is x plus 2. And here's x, x, and 1, so that is 2x plus 1. So this is actually very, very similar to the last one. It's just that it's configured a little bit differently. So x plus 2, 2x plus 1. Now my area model needs to represent that. So let's take this, x and 2, and 2x and 1. And then, so if I did that, here's my sections. Something like this. We've got 2x squared here, we've got x, we've got 2, and we've got 4x. 4x's, 2x, and 2x squared. That's how area models work. We're going to be moving away from the tiles and into area models. So it's important that you're understanding what this represents and that this means the same as all these tiles together. Have a great day.